Friday. Happy Friday. I said I would come back, and I'm back. And I brought some pals with me. So we're going to have some shites and giggles and just share our synapses, whatever's happening, whatever's going on in our brains. These are locals. We have a group out here. Started as DTI LAOC Locals. It is now the LAOC Locals. We've had an anniversary recently of gatherings. We did not see each other a lot this year. Pockets of people did. A lot of smaller ones gathered. And it wasn't because of the scamdemic, pandemic. It was a lot of other things. But, we reconvened again last weekend, and we reminded how important it is to gather. And they also have really cool, fun things to say. They're the coolest, neatest, most individual people I know. And we love legal things. Ladies and gentlemen, my first guest tonight. Bob Shirley, ladies and gentlemen.
Hey,
Hi,
Heidi, how are you? It was so good to see you last Sunday. Yes.
I'm so happy to see you.
Well, it's better than this finger. That's we do that for maybe the current prez. I don't know, but
he's not a current prez. Let's see.
For DC.
I do too. You know what? I see our friend fixed her mic. Let's bring everybody in, and we're gonna go jump right in and do all the things we do.
Right.
So, ladies and gentlemen, and Mr. Bob Sherman, I gave you Corey Banks. Corey Banks in the house. See, I'm getting it.
Corey.
Hey guys.
Yay.
Howdy, Corey.
How you guys doing?
How are you? Good. How are you?
Okay.
I'm very good. I'm very good.
Where are you? You downtown?
Downtown currently. I'm at the car audio shop just getting some upgrades.
Nice, as you do.
Better than downgrading.
Better than downgrading.
He's
always upgrading.
It's always the upgrade.
Yeah.
I'm going to bring in our last pal so we can start chatting. Thanks for everybody in Fake Book Land, Book of Faces that were patient. We're working out the mics. And for your pleasure, artist extraordinaire, activist since as long as I've been alive, ladies and gentlemen, Julie Croswell.
Yay, Julie.
Hi, Julie. Yay, we can hear you.
Hey, Julie.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Hey.
Yeah.
It was good to see everybody. That's what we're going to talk about, huh?
Well, it's important.
I hit y'all up because I just wanted to know, we are very fortunate. We all met a couple of years ago, at least before this shit show of a year, which was actually majestic and amazing and a lot of shifts. And we've always been able to reach out to one another. And I wanted to share how kick-ass that is to the peeps that we could call each other, and I wanted to get your vibes on it. I wanted to get your 2 cents. So does anyone have any? Or a nickel?
I do. Next time we need to have a big circular round table so everybody can, communicate. Because I felt very, I was with Corey and, Sig, and, but
you're talking about Sunday.
We got to do. Listen, there was nothing like your gatherings, okay? Especially the back room.
I hear you.
Goodies.
I hear you. There's no more goodies. You know that, right?
Yeah, I know that. We'll bring our own.
That's perfect.
Everybody
we'll see how we can make that work.
I told you, the east side of that Lake Balboa.
Yeah, that was a great idea.
It's great. They have a great.
We'll make that happen. Yeah.
Yeah, and
what you're referring to, because people don't understand. Sunday we all went indoor dining. We're in SoCal, indoor dining, mask free, an amazing Patriots restaurant, and we didn't. It was tables. We weren't in a room together,
several different tables.
You had to hop around. There were several tables, but that's a good sign. There was even a restaurant.
The problem was each table was really getting good for all of them. But that's okay because, there's going to be a future. And I also want to get back to the original because the original we were DTI, Destroying the Illusion. And I'm still a patron of Jordan. I don't watch him that often. But, he still has to be recognized as somebody who was, he got us together.
Sorry. Do you know why we took that off of that group? Is because when the purge was happening, the brother and sister different groups of the same brand were all getting wiped. So we wanted to save everything. Guys, Julie or Corey, did you notice that? Do you remember when the name shifted and everybody just went quiet on there? We're like, okay, everybody, hold the ground.
Yeah.
Did you remember? Yeah.
I wanted to comment on your initial comment though. I'm very grateful to connect with you guys because this journey has been really interesting. I mean, we choose our own journeys, we choose our own paths, and we open up new doors. And sorry about that.
Sounds like a Biden rally.
They're doing car alarms and speaker upgrades, but I'm very grateful to connect with you sentient high vibe beings, and people that are receptive to information that most people aren't, and the opportunity to build with you guys. And there's a lot to come. I promise you. I'm gathering a ton of stuff that is going to help a lot of people in a lot of areas, that is designed to not give us this information or knowledge. And I definitely, like I told you, I kind of gave you a little bit of a preview, but I plan on sharing that once I get it all together and know that it's effective and that it works, and that it brings an impact in people's lives. So we need that definitely right now. So
totally. Thank you for.
But
yeah,
definitely grateful to connect with you guys.
That's awesome. But Miss Julie, how are you? Was it nice that we all came out to you? Julie would drive an hour and a half.
I'm having a hard
all the
time with the sound. I'm sorry. I'm having a really hard time with my sound here on my end.
But we hear you.
We
hear you.
Huh? What?
We hear you perfectly.
But all I'm hearing is so I'm gonna try it, and I think I know you basically. The gist of what we're talking about is gathering, and Heidi and I talked briefly earlier, and it's just so important that we saying that so many of us in each one of our own scenario has had our friends and family kind of have ostracized us, and we've been seen a lot of that kind of division, and families torn apart over a lot of this stuff. And it's I think if we hadn't been gathering and finding ourselves together as a soul family and supporting each other, we probably wouldn't have come through this as good as we have, because I know I was feeling very isolated. And if not for all these gatherings, it's really helped me get through it and stay positive and feel that, we're all on the right path, because there's other like minds.
Julie. But she had a lot of good things to say. She's right.
She always, Jazz Julie, she'll be back.
She was on point.
Yeah, but the point of it is friends and family. I mean, I can't believe it. There comes a point where they say, they hate the tea. Mm-hmm. It's like, you know what? I just go on that red dot and block. I'm done. I don't even want to hear.
So that's your final straw? That's where you're like...
Yeah, that's it. When someone asked me the other day, did I think that T won the election? I go, of course. It looks like, there was so much hanky-panky going on. He goes, see, you're a member of the Trump cult. And that's what did it. My hand went right for the red, like a bull going to the red. Just boom.
Yeah, but then you get triggered too. So you got some work to do. That was a trigger for you. It's hard to just unfollow. Yeah.
Oh, I know.
The 3 C's are very important right now: community, connection, and clarity.
So it's true.
The more we can give that to ourselves, and we can encourage others to have it, and share methods and ideas to help people have that. You know, that's the hope and the energy that we all need right now, for sure.
You know, totally. You have a soundtrack, Corey. You got a soundtrack behind you, but I
Sounds
love
like
it.
Train.
I think I know what district you are too.
It's a good background too, huh?
Yeah, totally. Nice. You scouted.
It was all improv too.
Why don't you guys say a little bit about yourselves? Put the human into yourself. Corey, where do you do? You have something fabulous in North Hollywood. Tell the people.
I'm an entrepreneur. I own an independent recording studio in North Hollywood, California. We work with a lot of big labels. We've been in entertainment for like 20 years. So we've structured ourselves to make sure that we're working with professionals and bigger projects. And, you know, in my opinion, as an entrepreneur, that's the best position to put yourself in, because you're going to get more work and you're going to be working with serious people, and you know your schedule is going to be more filled up. So that's what I do to make money right now, but my real passion is in humanity and helping people and knowledge and expounding on my skills and knowledge and helping people do the same. So
I absolutely love that. Mm-hmm.
We live in a big world, you know, so I think the more we can understand that and bring value to people's lives, and you know, make it less confused and less cloudy. I think that's you know, Jim Carrey. You know, he might be cabal, but he said some good things though. He said some good things. Like, yeah, you know, one of the ones I can get down with is the effect that we have on others is the greatest currency on the planet.
Totally. I have to pinpoint though, Carey doesn't get a pass. He was the high priest of the Hollywood Illuminati after Scorsese. Just fun fact, everybody.
I've heard that.
We've heard. I mean, but anyway, I know what you mean though. It's
if you just take his personality, you can kind of see how that segues and how he got started. And you know, in my opinion, if you had your time at the box office and you know, merch and everybody plugging you and you know, $20 million a movie, you sold out in this system. That's just the fact.
Club, the 20 million up club.
Yeah, it's a blackmail culture. Politics and Hollywood is complete blackmail cultures, and people sell out humanity and themselves and eternity for riches and wealth, and you know, right now, I guess. So
for riches and wealth,
all the child actors and wannabes that get waylaid into some mischief, that's bad.
Yeah, they get them while they're young. They prefer that, and I mean. One reason is because yeah, that's true. Like a lot of ones that are movie producers and directors and stuff like that, they get their kids involved. And
yeah, but I'm going to segue because we're going to save that for another time.
All right.
I love it though. I love it. I want to dive. We have to, because that's the thing. We're all in industry. We have Jazz Julie. My family, there's so many Julies in our life, but she's Jazz Julie, and that means she's the best singer. She was going to sing at my wedding, which was going to be August 2020, and the backyard, and the redo one, the Iowa Walk. But I mean, other than that, she has a career. She's also been an activist for my entire 45 plus years. And you guys have been LA based. And Bob Sherman, you know, my favorite story I like to just throw out because I'm Heidi Pop and you were Iggy Pop's roommate. So
he stayed with us when he could for about a half a year, 4 months to 6 months back in 1974. It was great.
That was a good year.
Yeah. Well, I got involved with the Doors and Ray Manzarek and Danny Sugarman, who was Jim Morrison's, you know, right-hand boy, and heard some unbelievable tales. And I was, you know, I got.
You heard the tales?
Oh yeah,
I know you've been in mischief. I know we've had it, but have you
Yeah.
do you talk the talk today because you've seen it with your own eyes, or you've like,
Yeah,
okay, this is
yeah.
going on.
Well, this is the deal is that you know, I went through a whole metamorphosis. I moved back. Okay, I'll give you my timeline in 10, 20, and 30-year increments. It won't take long. 10 years before I was born. I was born in 1951, so 10 years before, what they were doing in Germany was pretty bad.
You guys finished?
They were taking care of a lot of people.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
Okay, well,
Okay, so that was
Okay.
1941. 51, I'm born. 20 years after 1971,
Wait, I got smoke for this.
San Diego State. That's when
San
I
Diego
went there
State.
in 71. Okay, got into a lot of interesting commerce there. Let's go proceed another 30 years. 2001, from 71 to 2001, 9/11 changed my life. The red pill just was a big red pill, went right down my throat. It was very hard to digest, but I did. Okay, that makes it 2001. Let's go up another 20 years with this whole whatever virus
That thing.
pandemic. And it's like, wow, they're really starting to get the people with the shots in the arms.
They're really taking people out now.
Yeah, they're
It's
taking
like-
people out, just like taking them to the
No,
train
Yep,
station.
so you got your two new speakers in
Yeah.
front and your new bass and everything.
Maybe I can.
I'm good. Tested it out
okay.
right now.
And you got
Oh, there. I'm still new at this. I need a banner up. He's coming back. He said, I think he's finishing up his stuff.
Yeah, but
Bob,
anyways,
keep
that's
going.
but in that 50 years from the time 71 till now, I'm now living next door to where I grew up for the first 20 years. Okay, and I do got to tell you, I have proof that there's a time portal that I could connect in very easily. I mean, I just look at my bedroom windows or in front, and I relive episodes with my parents or when I was listening to rock and roll. I mean, it's so crazy.
Really?
Yes, it's a time portal because I'm right where the physicality is. So it just goes right there. Very interesting. Very
That's
interesting.
cool.
Julie, I want to find.
Where'd she
Pardon me?
go? She's
don't know,
coming
I
back
wanna-
in.
She'll come back in. I want to hear
Yeah,
about all her artwork. I think I saw a little bit at your
Yeah.
place. It was pretty
Well,
phenomenal.
It's she's phenomenal. She's a phenomenal artist. And I wear her pieces. She gave me my wedding set, my moonstones, moonstone, moonstone, and moonstone. And they surprised me with that. That was a surprise. I think she's gonna call back in. Corey, is that you? I'm gonna mute it for a second. I hear a TV or the radio, I think. Oop.
they hit bass too. Sorry about that.
Oh, I
We're
like
just
the
testing it right now.
It's all about that.
You can hear
I
it.
went,
You're gonna be able to hear me from like 5 blocks away now.
okay.
Yeah, we hear the
Oh, is that-
radio.
Is that
a
your
radio?
car?
Yeah, that's the bass. Look, hold on.
Okay, that's good right now.
Oh, there it is. You have an awesome car. He was driving off like John Hughes movie, like not John Hughes movie. It was so good.
We are very, very cool as a tribe. You know, I joined the
We're very eclectic.
We're
I
just
joined
beginning.
The Optimized Tribe with Michael Jaco and Jay Campbell, and they got Wano Savin on there. A lot of good people.
One. I'm just checking in. You talk. Julie's okay. I think we had technical difficulties. How much time are we at? We're not even 20 minutes, man.
Almost 20. Yeah.
Corey, I have to turn it off. It's just the commercial. Wait. I only hear like commercial TV, commercial stuff.
Yeah, it's Power 106 playing. They're
Oh.
just testing the amp.
Okay.
Can't turn it.
That's why we were delayed. I had too many puffs before it started. So I'm like, what do I do? Bob, that's what we tried. You were going to try to be the first little live I was doing. Corey, you too, actually. You both were on that same live chat, and I kind of sat right here. And I'm like, I don't know what to do.
Yeah, but let me
I was
I I need to interject something.
Yes.
I somehow
Serious.
did not notice your I don't know, on Facebook. All of a
I
sudden, I went to
know.
the Heidi Pop videos.
I was
They're
like, where's my
fantastic.
Jim? Thanks.
And you know which one I like the best? I like the
Wait.
one when your kids and the dog and you were dancing around doing your jazz, not jazzercise. It's some
Pretty
kind of.
much.
It was
We have a
very
series.
good.
We have
What
a
is it?
series of those. Yeah, I haven't put them up on there, but we do a series of that. That's gym
Yeah.
class, man.
Jim, you're really good. You know, it
I
was a
should
little
be. I danced on a podium. I was kidding.
Well, here's the deal. It reminded me when I saw Flashdance. Do you remember when you saw Flashdance the first time and they showed her stepping real
Oh, yeah.
fast? It made you want to get out of the movie theater and get right into the gym, you know? And
I
that's what
channeled her.
Yeah, you were really good. And the
Thanks,
kids,
Bob.
you know, Chuck and Huck were just like, oh my God, were they cute? And the dogs trying to get in there. It was
Yeah,
just
he was
like,
a little.
wow.
The dog needs to get out more.
Oh yeah, I remember that when you guys were doing your family dance.
Yeah.
The happy dance. Oh, here she is. Hold on. Okay, there she is, Julie.
Oh, me.
Testing.
I'm back. I tried to restart my device. It says if you're having problems, restart your device. I'm sorry. I want to participate, but it's like my sound is so bad coming through.
No, it's
and then
okay.
I
We
couldn't
hear
hear Bob.
Okay,
I'm
but we
hearing
want to know
it's a
about
little
you.
better.
We want to know about your artwork. Tell us about your artwork.
Tell us about
Your art.
yeah. Well, I've been a multimedia artist all my life. So started in watercolor, and then now I do a lot of polymer clay, and that's kind of fun. And I don't know if you can see this here. This is
Wow.
a cane I made for an art competition.
Nice.
Wow.
Now
Oh,
I'm gonna
that's
actually
cool.
start using.
Whose face is that?
I'm sorry I jumped off earlier, and I apologize. I'm trying to be rude, but currently my husband is kind of ill in the veterans home, and I have to, if there's a call coming in, it could be hospice or something. So that's why I jumped off. Sorry. So
Yeah. Are you able
anyway,
to share? Are you able to share? I don't want to talk heavy, but I don't know if people are aware, maybe they are, that you have to take a test in order to see him, and you haven't seen him all year. Or no, you saw him.
That's right.
Only one time. People should know that, because that's not humane.
And we had to take a COVID test yesterday morning in order to be able to even visit him now that he's in hospice. Yeah, so we haven't been able to visit him in person since last March. And
a year.
That's been kind of pretty hard, because this is somebody who has had strokes and has vascular dementia and has no short-term memory, so doesn't understand why they've all of a sudden been abandoned, and probably feels like abandonment when then the thing that really kind of is exacerbated stuff with the VA, although I'm grateful for their care over these years, but they gave him the COVID vaccine against my orders.
God. They've been doing that a lot everywhere.
They made a mistake, and he had been in the hospital and had been put in this quarantine unit when he came back into the VA. So that's when they just screwed up and gave him. So I raised hell, said do not give him the second one under any circumstances. And then she said, oh, well, they gave him the pneumonia vaccine before he left the hospital. And so he had two whammies there with somebody who's already ill.
Oh,
and
that's how I felt with my,
probably I better start preparing for the worst now. So
I'm sorry you're going through that.
Yeah, I'm sorry too. Thank you for being supportive, but it's kind of, and I'm far from the only person that's going through things like that, of husbands and wives of 30, 40, 50 years sometimes, and they're not able to be with their spouses when they're passing. I'm hoping my husband will hang out. day, and we had to take a COVID test within 72 hours to be allowed in the door.
Jeez.
Is
Well,
that
they
by
test
the?
every day on Hollywood. That's crazy. Go
Do they
ahead,
do
boss.
that with a swab or up the nose?
Yeah, I
Is it
did
up
the
the
mouth
nose or the
swab
swab?
thing. I did a mouth swab thing, and I basically just coughed several times while the lady told us to swab, and I just sort of spit on the thing, and I pretended to really, So, because I don't know, I've seen things like microchips on those things, so
Yeah.
I've heard
inserting
of
it
stories.
in my body. Saying, Heidi, that other friends had the test and they put it up their nose and they were burning then later in the evening, and yeah, I
That
thought
was
it
our
there was
friends.
nothing I can do. I want to see my husband,
I
he's
know.
passing
I
on
know.
in 2 days,
Well,
and I
that's
had
what
to
we were.
do it, so otherwise I would not have, believe me.
Yeah. Well, that's what we were saying too. Get your whole body temple in the place where you can transmute it, and really just work on letting it not. No, you took a test, but if you had to take the vax, I mean. But poor Al, I saw that with my dad in the end. It was when I stayed over. There was a lot to that, but I was there when a nurse came in to give him his medications. Meanwhile, he's a skeleton. Everything's shutting down, and they had him on 2 statins, the high blood medicine, and I'm like, what are you doing? Like, why? Like, his body there's no chance to fight back. I could put all the coconut oil and put 432 heat frequency all day, all night, nothing would work. I mean, he was poisoned from the inside out, and so it's like, but when they're in that frail of a state, where's the humanity of either medical beds, let the body heal. But what they've been doing is crimes against humanity is not enough. And it shouldn't even be a hashtag or a tagline, but what's been done to the human race on purpose, it's like, I don't know what to call it. Bob, there's not enough chocolate bars in the world to numb that kind of pain you feel when you know what they've been doing to people on purpose.
Oh yeah,
It's
I was a caregiver
horrendous.
for a lady
Go
who
ahead.
was I spent 5.5 years with her. But the last few weeks of that hospice at home, for the last 12 days, they didn't give her any food, wouldn't let her have any water. All she was on is a morphine diet.
Oh,
It was just such a terrible thing to watch.
yeah.
Well,
Well, at least not in pain. I understand. I get that. I was like, why is a man fighting for his life on statins, the cholesterol medicine that created the Alzheimer dementia, that created the surgery, that created it was just this thing of fuck. Wait, I said we weren't going to go all crazy into all this stuff. Sorry.
yeah, let's
How
not
did I
get
do?
that. Yeah, let's get happy.
Well, first of all, I have to unmute him, and
Well,
I do want to
I was
look at his cockpit. Look at Corey. Unmute yourself. Go ahead,
I
Julie.
just wanted to say that it's the soul, choices, and we're all kind of in a theater here of, doing
Yeah.
certain roles, and we have to look at the bigger picture, and some people are choosing to be here and for certain lessons for themselves or for family, and etc. And it's just it's just God's plan. So yeah.
I'm thinking that we all chose to be here at this time for the the ascension of the 3D Earth to the 5D Earth, which we're right in the middle of. I know our solar system is going through a part of the galaxy which is really heavily dusted with some pretty good brain dust or spiritual dust. And the people who are sensitive and are believing in it, we're running with it. I mean, I love that eraoflight.com, all these intergalactic intelligences that are speaking through mediums. It resonates with me. It just resonates. I mean, people are going to go, oh, you believe that? It's like, well, it resonates with me. Are you going to believe the election results? You know what I mean? It's like, God darn it. I could just jab it right down them. but you know, you got to be really. This is like I say. This is what I want to say, and then I'll shut up for a few minutes.
Oh,
It's
shit.
like being in front of a blind person and telling them, you know, I saw the greatest sunset last night, and you can't see anything. Ha ha ha. I mean, these people are just, you know, they've handicapped themselves, and it's what are you gonna do? If they don't know by now, with everything out there, it's too late. Go and get the jab, and you know, help the Georgia Guidestones accomplish their goal. What could I tell you?
I'll still tell people don't do it. They'll still
Yeah,
tell
of
me to do it.
course.
I'll still be like, you do you, boo. And then I'll be like, I'll wait till you're done shedding. Yeah, it's not even an option. But it's been excellent educating my family, the going-ons of the world. You know, I'm in control now of humans. I didn't want to. Anyway, I did want to say, Corey, I like your ride. We hadn't seen the inside before. I know you're driving now, but we can hear you.
Appreciate it.
It looks
It's probably
nice.
it's a little dark right now too, right?
Is it? It is, and it's a chick magnet. Julie, what were you going to say before? You were saying something about we're ripping it at High Vibe. So she also has, Julie, what's that place you want to gather people and tell everybody why? Remember the loop, the labyrinth, or
at the labyrinth. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, right actually down at the end of my street, and probably about 2 miles from where we were, is a replica of the Chartres labyrinth. And it's, I think I put up in our chat a little picture of it, but it'd be fun to kind of, you know, after we do a gathering like that, go all the way over there and do a walking meditation, and you know, maybe Tanya could lead a little brief thing, and we can just all kind of walk the labyrinth and meditate on bringing amplifying the light, as what we were doing with Tanya's meditations a lot, you know, personally, and then expanding it, and in the labyrinth with having, you know, maybe 15-20 people there doing it simultaneously, I think will be very powerful. So maybe we can do that.
Yes.
It'll be like a Pokemon swirl. It'll be like, boom. Corey, you're reading
that's
my
in
mind.
Orchard Park and Newbury Park. Yeah, so that's yeah, I was really excited when I found my street. Oh wow, that's pretty cool.
Perfect.
Well, give us some editorial, Corey. Give us some editorial. Some verbal editorial.
Give you what?
Some verbal editorial. You're always
on what?
On anything. Everything that comes out of your mouth basically is very interesting and truthful. And when you shared with the group your own personal stuff at the very beginning, was like really like, wow, this is going to be an amazing group, because we learned so much about
Appreciate
you.
it, man.
Yeah, you're
and
great.
You have a wonderful story, Corey. And I know my mom used to be like, she put you up high up there. She's really, it's honorable. It's the stuff you've gone through, but that's why people need to hear what you have to say, because you've gone through different systems, and you know, you learned on your own how to stand up to those systems. So it's pretty damn cool. Right. And now you're buying sweet ass speakers because you can, and you own a studio because you can. Manifest.
Manifest. Yes. Manifest. Go ahead, Look, there's going to be a jubilee coming, I'm praying. You know, I keep hearing about it, and I think we're closer than we've ever been. And it's going to be the Republic coming back.
You're roboting, Mr. Bob. You're roboting. Something happened. You got him cloaked. Put your cloak back on. We got an invisibility cloak around us right now.
Okay. We'll
that's better.
Oh, okay. I was okay. Anyways,
I couldn't hear you before. You were. I
didn't
hear all that.
Oh boy, what was I saying? It was really important too. Could have been censored. I don't know. Could have been
Maybe.
separate.
They're always watching.
Yeah, they're always there's always whether it be all coincidences or technological problems or whatever. I just know about the Jubilee I was talking about and the restoration of the Republic. And it's like, maybe that's what it should be. Now, apparently there's nothing going on that we could think about right now, even though the hotel rooms in DC were tripled for some kind of inauguration event. I would love to be in the lobbies of the hotels to find out what people are talking about. But
But wasn't that this weekend?
Yeah, the 4th through the 6th.
So is anybody there? Who's on footage? Is anyone,
There's nothing happening. The only
Okay.
thing that's happening is the Congress canceled today, or was it yesterday? And I was just hearing a thing about the Capitol Police are bracing for a big, storming again of terrorists. And it's like, oh my God, all these QAnon terrorists, which I guess, I don't know if that's going to get us shut off or not, but I'm sorry if it does by mentioning that 17th letter.
Oh no, I think this is, I don't think this platform has been sold out yet. I don't know. It seems reliable.
Oh God.
We'll see.
We're going to see, but it's crazy. But Julie, I want to just say, just stay strong with your hubby. How long have you been married to him, Julie?
How long have you been?
You guys have been married.
Oh, it'll be 30 years coming October.
Oh boy.
Mm.
Oh boy.
But
well,
I saw somebody on Facebook, excuse me, that they had, cared for their wife for 50 years and wasn't allowed to see them. So yeah, I was going to say, there's just everybody has been experiencing, through this
it's cruel, very
episode
cruel.
here, on ways, different stuff.
It's a very, very.
Some of that stuff
time.
is, real part and parcel of the inhumanity of maybe satanic forces, and that's what we're dealing with.
Well, people have to learn about Lush.
Right? It's not just man's inhumanity, man. So.
Yeah, that Lush is
spiraling up. Are you spiraling down? Yeah, the Lush. Yeah. The Lush is the big to do.
Right.
And all these systems are generating it. That's such a cool frame up of Corey's. I feel like we're watching a show. It's like, do you have the same frame up as me? I wonder.
I see like some flames or something in the upper right.
Yeah.
The right side.
I think it's the headlights. He's driving. It just looks cool.
Driving.
See, Julie, were we talking about, or I was telling someone about the lately, like the cat. I'm in beta brain, so it's like a shiny ball. Oh, Corey there. So my apologies for jumping all around, my lovely peeps.
Oh, well, but you're great when you do that. You're so lively. It's a real pleasure to see someone spontaneous and be happy. Happy and truthful. Happy and truthful and spiritual.
Tonight I have a little assistance. But that's okay.
Can you guys hear me?
Oh yeah. Loud and clear.
Okay. You couldn't hear me earlier?
No.
Not in the car. Have you been talking in the car? Oh, I didn't hear.
I was responding to what you guys were saying, but I had the GPS up, so I think you gotta have the window up to be able to have the mic working. That's probably what
with all those gadgets you put in your car, you better have some shungite going on in there or something like that. Any orgon? You need some crystals with all your.
No, I need some though. I don't have any right now.
Manifest.
I got
to get some.
I got the Sri Yantra pendant still though.
Oh, good, cool. Bob, where are you?
I'm here. You can't see
your picture. What's that blue picture in the background?
The blue picture.
I'm looking. Am I able to snoop?
Yeah.
It's my favorite part of Chicago. I'd walk the city at night so I can look in the houses.
Let me turn on the light here so you can see it. My roommate is a psychic, and I think it's chakras.
Oh, okay. I see. I was drawn to it.
yeah, it's all good. Everything is
Nice.
amazing because, like I said, I lived next door for the first 20 years of my life, and then close to 50 years I've been away. 48 years to be exact, and it's like, wow. I mean, I went back to my alma mater the last weekend or 2 weeks ago, and it was great seeing the new kids, the new students. There's no classes going on live, but the international and the interstate students, they paid real good money to go. And so they live in the dorm, but when they want to study, they go out to the school, and there's all these great little cushions and tables to sit on, and everybody's got their phone and their laptop, and they're
Is this recent?
yeah,
You're
this
saying?
was 2 weeks ago.
Oh, and so are they all muzzled?
Yeah, I'm saying
They're
I graduated in '73, and I've been back to the campus maybe 3 times in those years. And man, they built it's great. They have I wish maybe I would go back to school. I don't know why, because they're not going to teach me anything I don't know at this point. I mean, really and truly, we are living in such an information age with Google and
and yet the dumbest people are the dumbest they've ever been.
and people are the
For
dumbest because they're not. I don't know what they're doing.
I don't either.
They're
I don't either. Aren't you guys the
All right.
dumbest?
You guys, I'm on the freeway now. Like I know where I'm going, so I can engage a little bit
Yeah,
more.
Ah!
don't engage. We can't see.
How do you get triggered, Corey, by people muzzled up and stuff? Do you get do you have alter
Triggered.
or what? Are you over it?
The mask thing is like, I wasn't about it in the beginning, but seeing how they're pushing it and making it like extending it to a ridiculous amount of time.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously that's not the biggest battle right now, because when they wanted to mandate masks, my thought was, all right, I'm gonna go get a Freddy Krueger mask. And I did. And I used to go grocery shopping with my Freddy Krueger mask and my hat, the sweater, everything. Because to me it was about showing people that you could stand up, you don't have to be afraid,
Yes.
and kind of like interjecting that matrix programming at the same time. But when they started doing cancel culture and they started attacking us for everything we've been working on for years, and they just like, the analogy that I use is like, okay, like we've been the all-stars in the basketball game for years, right? And they've been on the bench, and now it's like the championship game, and they want to be in the game.
That's good.
That's very
Like,
good, Corey. That's very good.
That's the way it feels.
Well,
And
but some of
like,
them could get in the game if they would just think
Yeah.
right.
Well, at that game, Bob, you'd be dealing under the bleachers. I'd be cheering. Julie would be emoing, and Corey, you'd be sorry. I had a flashback of all of us at some point in lifetime in school together. That would have been fun. See how on a shiny ball, I just followed a shiny ball.
Yeah, but
Sorry.
you know what? We could have all been in previous lives. It's very interesting that, the past, present, and future is all going on now somewhere in the universe. Okay? And apparently we have parallel selves in other densities or dimensions. And you can, when you're meditating, you can try to connect. Haven't you spoken to yourself? You've spoken to yourself before,
I'll do
haven't
it
you?
all the live long day.
Yeah.
I don't have to meditate to get there.
Yeah, it's right there. Hey, shut up, Bob. No.
but your question was like, do I get triggered though? Like,
yes. Like what? How do you interact with people? What's your, because you're out there.
I get triggered when people praise Biden right now a little bit, you know, but I know not to engage because it's like it's a trap, you know, like they have the power right now, like, you know, to just propagate anything. And then if we do anything, they pull out the podium and, you know, scream harassment and racism and every other identity politic label that they can come up with. And they get away with it because they got big tech and big corporations and the politicians and just the status quo behind them right now. So we gotta kind of like be careful and build ourselves up right now to be prepared for what's coming. Because in my opinion, I do want to keep the video high vibe, but in my opinion, a war is coming.
Continue.
Well, the war is on. It's a spiritual war.
And they want, no, but it's a buildup. It's like a melting pot. Like it's something that's gonna definitely go down. So, you know, I think those of us that have been conscious and seeking and working on ourselves and you know, figuring things out and piecing things together, we need to continue to do that to get ourselves in better positions, like with this forced vaccine and all the propaganda and everything right now, because they're definitely pushing agendas that they've been trying to get going for a long time right now. And we need to like get ourselves, like take the time right now to get ourselves in position to be able to be prepared for that. Like, because right now, like they want to take us out in the beginning of it. That's why they're
but they're taking the sheep out. They're taking the sheeple out first. But
they're attacking us.
No one should go. Yeah, there's still
they want to know. Well, they want to know who.
Yeah.
They want to know who's gonna go with them, like just go along with them, and they want to know who the threats are. They want to know who can see through. They want to know, because they're changing the system up right now. So, you know, the people that obviously know a lot right now will be able to see what they changed. The ones that never looked, were never interested, you know, were never curious, never seeked out that information before they switched it up, they're going to be more lost than they are right now, unfortunately.
Mm-hmm.
And to be honest, I don't have any energy for the sheep anymore. Like I don't have anything to really contribute to them. It's easy to see like where they are. I mean, they turned against us. Like we've never been against them. we've just been trying to build them up and
we're trying to unify.
And they're throwing us under the bus for their own self-preservation, you know. So and
people get triggered when they get sorry.
And they've committed treason. They've committed treason already. So like I don't know like where, you know, in my opinion, the line in the sand has been drawn.
Well, do you think there are arrests being
people
made?
Are who they are?
Corey, do you think arrests have been made and there's stuff going on at Guantanamo Bay? Or is that?
I mean, I know for a fact that.
Are we going there? Are we going there?
Oh, I'm sorry. I mean, I looked up at the beautiful blue sky today and I saw some lines, but you know.
Yeah, we got sprayed. Not the usual yellow shit.
Don't go there either.
Arrests have been made. All you gotta do is look it up. Like the things behind the scenes have happened that CNN hasn't talked about. There's always
sorry.
There's the corporate world narrative.
Yes, there's a corporate narrative.
And then there's the corporate world narrative, and then there's the real world that's going on. Mm-hmm. And
just like Star Wars.
There's wars. Yeah, there's wars going on. There's wars going on like with the corporate world and the corporate society, the ones in the matrix, and then there's ones, outside that. I mean, there's all types of shit going on, but what they tell us every day, it couldn't be further from the truth.
Of course. See, we know that. Yeah, that's insane. That's insane. So what are we going to do about it? What are we going to do about it? Corey, you were really good at that too. What's the game plan for Corey Banks?
We're going
to raise it.
We're going to evolve, and we're going to continue to ascend. And
how?
Connect with like minds. Just expound on our knowledge and our skills.
But you know what I think is important? I think it's very important for everybody to bring to the next meeting all the YouTube and websites that really mean something to you.
Please don't.
Because that way
you're right.
You can choose new stuff and it'll be good.
You know what, Bob? That's a good point, though. I think we should make it so an online file of that. We should all be able to place to dump all our stuff and make something. Because the juicy bit is, I love that we all know the webs that are in control. But I just see that I even feel in LA here the light is winning. Like it just doesn't feel like it's a little bit lighter. It's crazy cool. I think that's an excellent idea, Bob, and I think we've been doing that. We share stuff in the
but I mean, where everybody takes a piece of paper or prints it up, and then somebody will put it all in one.
Somebody. Who's
somebody
that?
who's good? Yeah, who's got a good printer? I mean, it's not difficult to do.
I'm hearing what you're saying.
But
you know what, Bob? The right people come at the right time, seeking exactly what they need at the exact right moment. So
hey, I love Florida. Let's talk about you going to Florida.
What you doing a 180 on me? I was answering your question. Bob Sherman. Yes, I'm leaving in a week and it's to a sovereign free state. But I mean, that's not why we're leaving. Yeah, I'm excited. I mean, I'm excited, but I'm excited for the situation. But I'm just going for one beautiful coast. I was just at the beach. Like, it's not like, take me away to the beach. I'm like,
yeah, but you're gonna have some good souls to mingle with.
Agreed. And I can anchor my delicious light down over there. But on both sides. I'll be on both sides of Florida. I'm just gonna fucking hug Florida. I'm gonna get all over it. Yeah, I'm excited. And we
are you
connect
taking
with
the kids? Are you taking kids?
And are you doing
they ground me.
Well?
Wow.
Pardon? Julie, we're leaving 11th. Yeah, we have house sitters, robber people. Nobody touch my shit. We got people. I'm talking to the robbers. What was that, Julie? When you said?
I said, what are they? And are you doing Sedona?
Sedona got moved. Okay, so this is for Starseed Adventures, and this will be in Cocoa Beach next week, but Sedona will not be till the fall. So it did move. There's a few others that are popping up now, a few more conference series. So this is going to be heavy on the socials. People are going to be hanging out a lot and reconnecting and just getting that momentum going for more conferences and more gatherings. And it's just time that people do it, you know? Well, Julie, I just I went on 5 different thoughts at once. Hold on. Let me pick one. I knew that was going to happen at some point tonight. Getting the people together. That's why I was talking about doing this with you guys, is because I just don't know where to put that yet, but it's so important. All the little geopoints all over the planet. So not just Florida's happening. I promote Florida, starseedadventures.com. I support it. I believe in it. And that's why I talk about it. There's one in, I know, Vegas happening in EXPERIENCE, and people need to get together. And those are just those groups. There's groups all over the place. There's groups that haven't even heard of EXPERIENCE or some of the, people that are on the circuit. But just getting together and just getting within your 6-foot radius again. We were just talking about that too, Julie. It's just so important. That was the thing. We went to a restaurant. That's why, again, I'm sorry, Bob, about the seating.
But yeah, it wasn't your fault. They have
Well,
that private room. I think a little league team or something had it.
Little League was in there. Well, I had a 30 people first. I over scared him.
Whoa.
So it wouldn't even fit in there. And then, so yeah, we'll be doing, so I like having these little points around LA. My yard is kind of retired for the moment. I know
Right,
you
we
missed
understand.
but the snacks can be anywhere. And I have all the equipment for a carnival, man. I'm a carny. So not literal carnivals, but motion pictures. So I can set up shop wherever and we can have a full kitchen and the beach if we want. So I wanted this to get this ball moving and rolling and momentum and all in this together. And let's just start making it a weekly thing to chat here, but we're not fucking Zoom relationship. We get together in person and we hug. That's what I love. My kids, miss you, Julie. We have to get them back out to see you. I love the fact that we all found each other in the weird ways we did, and we all wound up together because
I'm being
it's a
called
nice-
for the Granada Forum, so it's been a pleasure.
Oh yeah, have fun.
Bye.
Is it bye? We'll talk to you soon, Bob Sherman. Have fun. Corey, are you there too?
Bye-bye. Yeah, I'm here.
Okay. Where are we at? Yeah, we're doing a bit less than 10. Let's do a little high vibe. You're still What about Bob? Oh, and
Bob
he's
had to
screaming.
go.
Oh wait, that's me. That's for my job. Can't take me anywhere. All right, there.
Did we lose Bob? I guess.
We lost
Bob.
Bob.
had-
Sign off.
Did
Yeah,
he
well,
have to
I'll
go?
sign you off,
think
but
he had
I
to
still
go.
want to. He had to go. I did sign him
Oh,
off.
okay.
He had the thing at 7:00, and he wasn't able to share it. And I don't think it's Stephen Kelly. He told me. I should tell you. He's on a show over there. Not as a show. It's just
Kelly?
he's on something.
Oh, you seen
My
seen that I talked to
my
him like the other day briefly, right? I showed you
Sorry.
the screenshot.
Sorry, Julie. Yes, you did. That's something about Corey. He was in touch with James Elefantis too. Just getting to the dirty of it. I shouldn't probably say that out loud. But he was talking to Stephen Kelly. Go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah, I didn't mean
Corey.
to cut you off, Julie.
No, you're good. Go ahead.
Oh, okay. No, I briefly talked to Stephen Kelly the other day
Oh,
in the Telegram group.
now he's who is saying
So-
about the Getty. It's about he's all about just the podcast with the Getty and stuff. What did you take from that, Corey? How did that go? Hi, Bo. There's Bo.
Well, I got to do more research because like I told him, I researched pizza and those areas.
Yeah, that stuff. That stuff.
But I haven't got into Occupy the Getty like yet, like to really get into it. I haven't even like toured the Getty yet to look around and everything. And you probably can't even tour it anymore, to be honest.
I don't know about
Not right
lately,
now.
but I did not feel good when I was there. It was before I knew about feeling good or bad. And then there was this art exhibit, and I did post a couple years ago, I think in our group, about how there was someone not living, but they videoed a performer there who had those shoes that are like claws and like fingers like claws, and had like this he was literally standing in a pentagram with candles around him. And this person was like playing, like doing a really awful frequency, like it was just like it was the craziest video, and I'm like, well, for fuck's sake. And it was daylight, and I could see people walking around, even children. It was the entertainment of the afternoon, and I'm like, in the faces, to me that's just spell work. Like, what are you doing? So when I used to feel yucky driving by too, I'm feeling better. I just think it's cleaned out. It's getting cleaned out. It's lightening up. It's feeling a little bit better there. But so you have to let us know if anything continues with that. It sounds like he's connected to you and wants to connect with you, and you be careful.
Like I said, I talked to a friend recently, and like he has videos and video cameras and equipment and stuff like that. And he's connected to a guy actually up on the hill in Hollywood that has a mansion that they use to shoot at and everything too. So I've been talking to him kind of about around the same area that I've been talking to you, that
Mhm.
we kind of like, we need to get together and start trying to put the messages out there that need to be out there, because being
That's
like censorship and cancel culture and all that, like they don't want none of that out there. It's not even a fair game anymore. Not that it ever was, but they definitely don't want it to be what it's been,
right.
with people being able to freely speak their mind and post what they want and go on YouTube and create research videos and stuff like that. Like they're definitely warring against that. But
Yeah.
I hit him up in the same fashion, and just told him, it was kind of the same approach, and he was like, well, what kind of resources do you got? Because he's been doing this for a while, just like we all have. And I told him, and he said he would support, what we put together. So
Cool. Do you find him to
between
be
you,
light? Is he?
I was going to say
I got to do more.
An expression of the loss of freedom of speech than the masks. Just a visual. You may not speak anymore. Yeah.
With the masks?
Muzzle.
Yeah. Muzzle.
Like Heidi said.
Yeah. I have a question. Revolution Radio. Is that what it is? Steve, what you were talking to Stephen Kelly? That's where Bob
Stephen
Sherman
Kelly.
went. He's like, I'm in Revolution Radio Studio A. Am I missing something? I'm sorry if I don't know that. Sorry, people.
No,
that's not the same thing.
I don't think that's his podcast. I think it's a
Okay.
different platform.
Well, now I'm going on tangents. So I'm. Go ahead.
I'm sorry.
No, you tell me.
Your question was, do I believe he's light? I haven't done research on that yet.
Okay.
So I don't know, but
I'd be curious to hear your take.
But I do, I do. I'm aware, of the fires at the Getty after people were talking about children under the Getty and everything. So I kind of coincide that with the pig farm. You guys are familiar with that?
Oh yeah,
not to get
by
dark,
1,000 points
but
of light. Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
1,000
That's
points
what I
of
love.
light.
We've been sitting in that little back room talking about this stuff. Mm-hmm. Yes, Corey. Go.
Yeah, because the same thing happened with that, right? Like the mansion burned down after people were talking about it, and they closed. If you look up the farm, it's closed now, and there's a whole bunch of articles on Google saying, "Oh, the great colonial Clodmore farm is closed down. It was a great farm." And
do you think that's because all eyes were on it? Do you think that was part of
100
people? Yeah,
100%.
Yeah,
100%.
That's how I felt with being on set. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Corey.
No, you're good. I'm sorry. I need to get better at these podcasts. Yeah, like I've always felt that from Hollywood, to be honest.
Yeah, that's how I feel when I had worked in Hollywood and on set. It was like, I feel like you have to balance it out. So there's enough light working there as well. Otherwise it would self-combust. I mean, and that's why I think the light's overtaking it in a way, but you kind of have to be in the face of it,
There's Hollywood has an extremely dark energy. Like when I was like with my music group, and we did shows, and we connected with connections in the industry and everything. I always got like a dark vibe, to be honest. Like the further, like when we got into situations where things would get better, or doors would open up for us, it didn't feel like light. It didn't feel like a light energy. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
And my soul definitely felt that, like, and it, kind of anxiety kicked in and everything, because it's just
Yeah.
it didn't resonate. Yeah, Hollywood, like, I've heard you mention before that, like, Hollywood is good as far as like the creative aspect of it. I agree. I think the
The
Hollywood that's been
infrastructure.
in place
Mhm.
needs to be obliterated, because creativity and creation and technology being what it is, and access to the equipment and technology and knowledge to put together sets and all that stuff. We don't need Hollywood anymore.
You're right.
Um,
Yeah, totally.
like you've seen, you follow Tom McDonald's music.
Yeah. And you chimed on it. Remember? Did you say you were going to work with them or something? Like, you let me bring you a
Um,
snack basket if you do.
Well,
But go
like,
ahead.
I've reached out to him. Like, I would definitely work with him
Cool.
because I love his message and his, the independent aspect, and um like he's at a platform bringing in numbers that are unheard of, and it's our message.
I
So
love
I would definitely like to do everything I can do to make it bigger impact. But
so that.
I mentioned him because you seen, like, with his newest video, he made his own sets,
Yeah.
his own
Oh,
Hollywood sets. He does all the beats. His girlfriend does the production, and
mhm.
that's like,
And I want people to understand that that's not the same as Billie Eilish. She was on the radio out here. One of the last times I was really listening to the radio, because my truck only had radio. And she was talking about it was just her and her brother in a room on a synthesizer making it. And I'm like, bitch, you were born into this. All her lyrics are all about SRA victims. Uh-oh. Am I frozen or is this frozen? I'm totally frozen on my end. But you know what? I do wanted
can
to
you hear
try
me?
to wind it down in a second. I can hear you. I can hear you.
All right, sorry about
Anyway,
that.
maybe you can't. What is
You're not
happening?
sure.
Oh, I'm
What
not?
happened?
Okay, it's on my end. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I love all the things we have to say, and we're going to have to do this again. But I do know people's attention spans, and this is already, you're going to lose people after an hour.
I
Right.
apologize, Heidi, because my sound it improved a lot when Bob left the building here, but and it may just be an overload, or maybe I need to get on a desktop or something and be able to. Did we lose Heidi?
Yeah, I'm here.
Heidi is
No, I'm
having
here.
some issues there. Hey, she's back. Okay.
Yeah,
Am I back? If you guys could only see what I see, it's me in a
Yeah, I know
time
it.
loop.
I
going,
see. That's
My
crazy.
sound is
Yeah,
so bad
it's like you're about to time travel or
you know.
something.
Yeah, Heidi's kind of going in and out. It must be a
She
sign
was.
from the heavens.
You're glitching out right
Right?
now, Heidi. You're
Heidi.
wigging out.
Oh my God, you're glitching, Heidi. Jeez. Well, it must be a sign from the heavens, and maybe we should say adieu tonight. But thank you for anyone who's listening here, and I apologize. I've had sound problems, so listening to even what's going
Hi.
on here from the
Can you hear me?
participants.
Oh.
Your green screen.
Heidi, are you?
I'm here, but it's a green screen. I think
Are you wearing green?
I think there's psychic attacks or something, man.
Hollywood
This
green.
is awesome.
Man.
Hold on, I'll be right back.
Joe Biden talking to us.
Right when we start talking about Tom McDonald, huh? That's crazy.
All right.
Have you checked
All right.
out any of his music yet,
Heidi,
Julie?
can you hear us? Nice
Yeah, I
to
can
see
hear
you,
you.
Corey. Thanks for
You too.
inviting me. I don't know if Heidi can hear us or not. I'm not seeing her on screen. So we probably, yeah, I think she's having technical issues now, obviously.
Sorry, guys. I
So
think I'm
I
gonna.
don't know. Here she comes. Okay, because I want her to
Hey.
be off. We can see
I don't.
your green screen. I'm thinking maybe you ought to
Okay,
sign
can-
off. Heidi. We're having technical
I
issues.
will. Hey, Julie, can you guys, I know I see you as a green screen as well. So I'm just going to do audio. I'm going to thank both of you. And I would like to, this is the funniest shit ever, but this is what happens. You psychic attacks, man. I'm kidding. I'm just kidding.
You're talking in the Matrix right now.
I am. This is exciting. So I'm telling everybody to knock your shit off. Everybody, everyone in Cyberland. Oh my God, I'm tripping out. You guys should see a live stream when I had a glitch over my head for like 30 minutes. It was total entity. It was amazing. Okay.
I seen it. I remember.
Yeah, remember that? Yeah. Okay,
Uh-huh.
I love both of you. I'm going to check the live stream on Facebook, see if it worked. We're going to do this again and again and again and again. And I'll be less stony when we start.
I probably need to try a laptop or a desktop rather and see if I can get some better quality on the sound here and understand what you guys are talking about.
But what a trooper.
Was my sound problem.
You were a trooper, though. This was hysterical. Okay, everybody. So we're signing off for now. For all I see is green squares on my screen. It's hysterical. Thank you, everybody. And I'm going to bathe myself in crystals right now because I feel that the loosh is attacking. Okay. Bye, everybody. Bye, Corey.
All right, thanks
Bye,
for
Julie.
the invite, Heidi.
Sure.
Bye.
I'll talk to you soon. Bye, sweet cheeks.
All
Smell
right,
you
sounds
later. Bye, Corey.